Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be playing another episode of Whiskerwood. Before we get into the game, there are a few things to note. The save file that we were playing up until the last episode got deleted by accident. I didn't have any backups of that save file, so we did start a new game. But nothing to worry about because we are on a similar place where we left off in the last episode. So we're gonna continue our playthrough in this save file from this point onwards. With that out of the way, let's start the episode number 3. New whiskers had arrived at our docks, so let me accept all of them to our colony. We have few buildings that were damaged by the pirate attack, so let me mark all of them to be rebuilt. Oh, I forgot to mention, this building right here is our farm and we didn't have this last time. We only had the forage hut that was collecting food and we are running really low on food. I am gonna move this forage hut to somewhere we have berries that we can collect. We have berries right here, this should be fine. And let's assign 2 whiskers to this building. So let's take a look at our current situation. What do we need? We are missing some houses for our whiskers and we don't have enough food rations. The food ration we need to hope that our forage hut will provide, and let's place down some stone huts to provide housing for our whiskers. These huts gonna require stone, so I'm gonna mark all of this down for mining. Actually, I'm gonna move our miners camp down here.
You have been entrusted by your fellow Whiskers to lead their colony. This is the highest honor any Whisker can attain. The teeming masses of mainland Whiskers are pleading to live in colonies such as yours. They wish only to serve the crown on a wild island such as yours. Do not disappoint them. Grow your colony to 21 Whiskers, so you can start paying some real taxes.
So our next task is to grow our colony to 21 whiskers, so I'm gonna accept that, and we are at 17 for the moment. My main issue is that we have many whiskers who doesn't have a job to do, and that seems like a really unproductive way to have our colony. So we need to find things to do for our whiskers. First of all, we have finished rebuilding our sawmill, so let's assign some whiskers to this building. Our food situation has not improved with the forager hut, so we can build a fishing dock which will provide fish, and it is quite expensive building, but I think it will be worth it for us to build it right now. So let's place it down here, and it will also provide jobs for our whiskers to do. Let me explain the plan right now. Currently, we are only producing raw materials such as logs, stones and copper. I think it's time for us to start producing some processed materials. I have already started doing that by placing this stone cutter building. It will turn our stone into cut stone, which I imagine will worth more. And I already made a sawmill that turns logs into planks, and it's already producing planks for our constructions.
Please, may we have better housing? This new island was exciting for a bit, but that excitement has worn off. I wake up each day to the smell of damp. If our lodgings don't improve, this island is never going to be a home.
This quest wants us to build 21 houses, and our main quest requires us to have 21 whiskers in our colony. Those whiskers gonna need houses, so I'm gonna accept this quest. We are at 15 houses and 2 more houses being built. Let's place 4 more houses in here. So we have finished building our fishing dock and assigned people to it, so I think that this will improve our food situation because we are running really low on food and we don't even have enough for us today. Hopefully that will improve with the fishing dock. Our farm is up and running and that will also start producing some food. There was another building I wanted to build with the farm, the weaver. This building will turn flax into woven core. In our farm, I have already planted flax and we will start harvesting that soon. And when we harvest that, we can start producing clothes. So I'm going to place down a weaver's hut closer to our farm. This seems like a good place for it. And that will add another secondary production item to our colony. One other thing that I have noticed, most of our whiskers in the production building spend a lot of time transporting things from one place to the other. For example, this guy right here, he works on the farm and right now he's transporting items from the farm to the warehouse. I want to improve that and I think this building right here, the logistics hut, can do that. I'm guessing if I build it, the whiskers on this building will do the goods transportation instead of the whiskers working on the buildings. And that should improve things. Also, we have completed constructing the stone cutter building. So let's assign some whiskers to this building and start producing some cut stones. Wait, that was confusing. I'm sure I have more than 2 workers available, but I can't assign them to this building. I don't know why it's doing that. That's really confusing. Let's assign the person we can to this building, and if you know why I can't assign them, please let me know down in the comments. A new whisker ship has arrived at our docks, and we are currently 2 whiskers short to complete our main quest. With these whiskers, we can complete our main quest. And we do need few more whiskers for our production buildings, and I have some plans for our future. So I'm gonna accept few more whiskers into our colony. With that, we are up to 24 whiskers in our colony. So we can go ahead and tick off our quest.
You have been entrusted by your fellow whiskers to...
This seemed like a good place to stop this episode. So thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate a subscribe from you. See you guys in the next video. Bye.